Over the years, in the 2000 years, when my kids were teenagers, we started hosting the Bible college students, and they had a real impact on our family. It was from 2007, 2009 when life started turning upside down for me. A lot of emotional, how am I going to say it, unresolved conflicts between my husband and I, and a lot of pain and hurt. Place of hopelessness, that nothing was working, and I was so broken I didn't know what to do, and God just really, I knew I was to come. There was this point, and He provided the means, and found us here in February of '09. We were put in Finney Hall, and there was a lot of good godly people there, and we would have prayer times. We'd pray in the evenings, we would just pray throughout the day, going to the prayer services. It just felt like God was dripping little drops of hope into my heart. I can't explain, like there's something there. He's going to do something, but I didn't know kind of what was wrong. To be honest, I knew something needed to happen, and I was wanting some big miracle or something. And one night, I'd gone to the cafeteria. Specifically, there was a couple that God also had brought here. They said, we don't know why, but God told us we were to come to camp meeting. So what were your marriage vows? And when they asked that question, I couldn't remember them, except that to death do us part. I could not remember my vows. And I thought, what's wrong with me? I can't even, what were my vows? And as I started to write, to honor one another and to love one another, have you been doing that? What, have you done that? Have you been holding up your end of the bargain? And I was able to say, Lord, I hadn't. And during the time that we started really praying, I started pulling out my heart to God, and He opened up this vision and showed me this huge gaping wound, like a foot long. My heart was just this open wound. And so there was this gaping wound. I knew Jesus was my Savior. I knew that He loved me. And yet when He showed this wound, that was just this open, huge wound of my heart. And I cannot explain how it was like He poured the balm of Gilead or the oil of Spirit, and He literally started dropping it into that wound and healing it from the bottom up. I could watch it close. And it was that, I was to the end. It was like literally coming to the end of whatever. It was like a total, it got quiet and it got peaceful. And it was healed. That emotional healing that I was needing was done. It was like God had just healed, and I was at peace for the first time in probably a couple of years. I don't know, it's been a while since I'd felt that kind of wholeness. You have to forgive. And my problem of forgiving was I didn't want to be hurt again. It was the fear of being hurt again that kept me from wanting to actually forgiving. I remember getting before the Lord, and I prayed, and I said, God, I can't do it. I want to, but I can't. I want to, but I can't. And He helped me to come to a place, say, okay, God, I choose to forgive. I will in my heart to forgive, even if it means I get hurt again. And that was like a huge hurdle to say those words. It was not until the fall of '11 till I felt anything, till I actually felt love for my husband again. I started doing all the things with Brother Heath. He came meeting with us, doing the things that say the things you're supposed to say, do acts of love. Did them because it was the right thing to do, but not because I felt anything. And one day I realized, I woke up and I said, I feel love for my husband. And I can't explain exactly what it was. It was just a few months ago, and we're at a place in our marriage where I never thought we'd ever be. I didn't think we could ever be there, and so one of the things that has helped in the move here and feeling connected, because that was I felt lost at first, getting connected and being a part of Seabreeze community has really brought us friends and people to help build our relationship, build our marriage. You know, so that's where we're at today. We're here with Samuel and Lydia. You know, Katie's down here, and God's working wonders. He's working us. What's next? I don't know. I don't know the next step. I just know He's still working. He's working, and He's drawing us closer, and we're just open to what the next step is for us.